Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. That's not the name of it. Yellowstone star Hauser debunks Beth and Rip spinoff title following initial reports. Contrasting with initial reports, Hauser debunked the news about Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff title. It was reported ahead of Yellowstone Season 5's finale that Kelly Reilly and Hauser would reprise Beth and Rip in an offshoot series. So far, Taylor Sheridan hasn't offered much detail about the developing spinoff, despite a rabid fanbase waiting for any news about the continuation of the franchise. Unsurprisingly, news quickly spread when the co-chief executive of Paramount Global, Chris McCarthy, revealed the working title of the Paramount Plus series as Dutton Ranch. However, according to Hauser himself in a conversation with Fox News Digital, reports have Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff title all wrong. Hauser spoke to the outlet at the Professional Bull Riding (PBR) finals in Arlington, Texas, about his upcoming spinoff. Hauser's most shocking comment was that Beth and Rip's offshoot is not Dutton Ranch, saying, "That's not the name of it." Check out Hauser's full comment below. Well, first of all, it's not Dutton Ranch. That's not the name of it. Still, Hauser confirmed that the offshoot is in the works, saying of his work with Reilly, "We can expect the same that we've been doing for the last 7 years. Kelly, Reilly, and I going and working our off trying to create something special." Expanding his creative chops but staying close to the Rip Wheeler persona, Hauser attended the PBR World Finals to witness the premiere of PBR's new brand campaign, Be Cowboy. Hauser produced, wrote, directed, and edited the 4-minute video, which also starred him. The video reflects the ethos of cowboying from the actor's perspective, and Hauser had a few more comments about how PBR, for which he is a brand ambassador, ties into that lifestyle. "The world of the PBR and the world of American cowboys, it's such a classy world. People don't know that. It's a yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am environment. And it's just a pleasure to be at my age of 50 years old. To see that this still exists in our country, there's just an element of unbelievable characters here." While the creative direction of Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff is less clear after Hauser's comments, which debunked its former title, the actor's remarks confirmed that Taylor Sheridan's upcoming offshoot is still in the works. The Yellowstone creator has many upcoming spinoffs of the Kevin Costner series in the mix, and some have moved quickly, while others, like 6666, have lulled. Initial reports implied the Reilly and Hauser-led offshoot would be Sheridan's next priority, and Hauser didn't say anything to suggest the offshoot was slowing down. Beth and Rip's offshoot will probably focus on ranching regardless of its moniker. The tentative title, Dutton Ranch, suggested that Beth and Rip would carry on John Dutton's ranching legacy. While the title is seemingly off the table after Hauser's comments, Beth and Rip's offshoot will probably focus on ranching regardless of its moniker. At the end of Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2, the original show's finale, the audience witnesses Beth and Rip move to a ranch in Dillon, Montana. The couple discussed raising cattle on the property, so the continuation is expected to focus on the couple's next ranching venture. Beth and Rip's reported spinoff title, Dutton Ranch, made it clear that the offshoot would emulate key elements of the original, borrowing part of the name of John Dutton's ranch, the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch, for its title. While I don't suppose that Beth and Rip's story will be any less focused on ranching and cowboying, Yellowstone's original focuses, I wonder if abandoning the Dutton Ranch moniker, if that was ever its working title, is an effort to distinguish the show from its predecessor. Moreover, Taylor Sheridan changing the names of his Yellowstone spinoffs is far from out of the ordinary. Case Dutton's Luke Grimes' Yellowstone procedural on CBS is currently titled Why? Marshals, although the network has said it's a working title. With the series looking to debut later this year, official updates, and more appearances from the Beth and Rip spinoff stars, the scope of Yellowstone's continuation should become clearer very soon. In the rugged, dust-stained world of Yellowstone, where alliances are forged on horseback and enemies are buried under Montana sky, fans have been clamoring for more Duttons, more drama, and definitely more Beth and Rip. Ever since whispers began swirling about a spinoff dedicated to the beloved duo, the internet has been ablaze with speculation. Titles were tossed around like hay bales, Rip and Beth, till the end, Dutton Hearts, Fire and Whiskey, and even Yellowstone, Blood and Vows. But this week, star Cole Hauser, who plays the brooding, fiercely loyal Rip Wheeler, stepped in to set the record straight. That's not the name of it, Hauser said in a brief but eyebrow-raising statement during a red carpet interview, flashing that gravel and honey smile that's as iconic as his black cowboy hat. I don't know where that came from, but let's just say people are getting a little ahead of themselves. The phrase, "that's not the name of it," may seem innocuous at first glance, but for die-hard Yellowstone fans, it was a bombshell. The spinoff's existence had never been officially confirmed by Paramount or showrunner Taylor Sheridan, though multiple insider reports and entertainment outlets suggested filming was already underway. Titles like Beth and Rip, Broken Roads, and Forever Montana had appeared on social media fan pages and even IMDb rumors. But Hauser's calm dismissal has thrown cold water on all of it. Naturally, fans went into detective mode. Could Hauser be bluffing to keep the real title under wraps? Is he trying to throw us off the scent the way Yellowstone hides who's getting written off next? Or was the spinoff never as real as it seemed in the first place? Let's rewind a little. The talk of a Rip and Beth spinoff began shortly after Yellowstone announced its 5th season would be its last with Kevin Costner's John Dutton. With Costner stepping away from the saddle, Sheridan's sprawling universe had to find a new center of gravity. Beth Dutton, Kelly Reilly, and Rip Wheeler, together a fiery mix of chaos, scars, and devotion, seemed the logical choice. Their twisted love story is one of Yellowstone's most gripping threads, a modern Western romance that's more barbed wire than silk sheets. And then came the leak. In early 2025, a blog with a decent track record for Yellowstone-related scoops claimed that a Beth and Rip-centric spinoff was already greenlit, with filming to begin in the summer. It was said to be a prequel-sequel hybrid, focusing on their new life after leaving the ranch behind and exploring flashbacks to Rip's early years. The title? Rip and Beth, Legacy of the West. Fans went wild. Edits flooded TikTok and Instagram. Beth Dutton in a bridal dress holding the shotgun. Rip dragging the new enemy into a train station in Oklahoma. Hauser and Riley walking side by side under a burnt orange sky, with a tagline like, "They may have left the ranch, but the West ain't done with them yet." But Cole Hauser's latest comment has knocked that entire fan-built fantasy sideways. So what do we know for sure? Not much, except that something is happening. Hauser has previously hinted in interviews that he's not finished with Rip Wheeler, even after Yellowstone ends. Reilly, too, has said she's open to continuing Beth's story if it's worth telling. And Sheridan, king of the cowboy cinematic universe, has a proven appetite for expansion. Just look at 1883, 1923, and the upcoming 2024, a modern extension said to follow a new Dutton line. The most intriguing clue may have come from Hauser's brief follow-up in that same interview. When we do come back, if we come back, it's going to surprise people. It's not what you expect. What does that mean? It could imply a rebranding of the characters, a narrative shift that doesn't anchor them solely as Rip and Beth, but rather places them in a new framework, maybe even outside Montana. Could they be headed south, perhaps to Texas, to help run a new Dutton operation, or even on the run from their past? It wouldn't be the first time Sheridan reimagined his own world. His penchant for genre blending is well documented, from neo-noir westerns to crime sagas. He's not afraid to kill beloved characters or turn heroes into villains. Maybe the Rip and Beth show, if it exists, isn't even called Yellowstone anything. Maybe it's a whole new beast. What if the real title is something understated and unexpected? The Hollow Valley or Second Sunrise, deliberately designed to mislead casual viewers while thrilling loyal fans with its hidden connections. Theories aside, one thing is clear: Hauser's comment is calculated. Whether it's an intentional red herring or an honest correction, he knows how invested fans are. And in a franchise built on suspense, secrecy, and slow-burning revelation, every word from the stars feels like a breadcrumb on the trail.